Amid ongoing conversation on nation building, stakeholders are drawing renewed attention to the critical role of family unit, expressing concerns over the need to strengthen it. Many observers note that the family system is increasingly under strain due to shifting values and evolving social challenges, prompting calls for urgent interventions. In response, concerned citizens have organized a one-day Generation Next Impact conference with the theme Thriving Relationships aimed at fostering healthier, more resilient family structures. Our correspondent Margaret Ogumesi now reports.
No nation exists or grows in isolation. At the heart of every developed, peaceful and united society are strong and thriving relationships, especially within the family. This formed the core of discussions at the Generation Next Impact Conference themed Thriving Relationships, where speakers emphasized that healthy marriages and stable homes are critical to nation building. The conference emphasized the need to strengthen family values and promote peaceful conflict resolution, noting that both remain essential to preserving the nation's social fabric and ensuring long-term stability. One of the speakers at the conference and convener, Dr. Levin Damisa, noted that building a lasting and peaceful relationship or marriage requires a shift in perspective, particularly among singles and married couples. He emphasized that marriage should be seen as a journey rather than a destination, as this outlook allows for growth, adjustment, and change. He added that for any marriage to thrive, individuals must be intentional about preparation, engage in self-development, cultivate self-awareness, and continuously assess themselves.
Relationship is a journey and not a destination. I began to learn of research from the school of the spirit that many people see marriage as a destination. If you see marriage as a destination, you are not going to work on your marriage or your relationship. But if you see it as a journey, there's room for learning, there's room for adjustment, there's room for change. And change is never a pleasant experience. It takes preparation, it takes imposition, it takes gathering materials, self-awareness, self-assessment, self-talk for you to thrive in any relationship.
Speaking to Third Africa Television, Dr. Levin Damisa stated that one of the key reasons for organizing the conference was to address the growing trend of selfishness and self-centeredness in the pursuit of personal ambitions at the expense of the family, which he described as a threat to national security, family cohesion, and societal growth.
People in marriage or people in courtship shouldn't just seek to survive, they should seek to thrive. And there are principles that make marriages thrive or friendship to thrive. We're in an era where people are becoming more self-centered, more selfish in their ambition at the expense of their family. And we see this as a threat to national security, as a threat to family cohesion, as a threat to growth in society. So the theme of this year is to stimulate discussion and to shape narrative that people in leadership can thrive, and that is the basis of this conference.
Coach Wendy Ologe, a speaker at the conference, attributed many of society's challenges to the state of the family, noting that the condition of homes often reflects in the wider society. She emphasized the need for partners to intentionally build relationships that are healthy, resilient, and capable of thriving.
Without relationships, we cannot become. Everything about relationship in life is actually about relationship. If we are not able to build proper relationship, and it starts with the families. People usually ask me, I say that the family is the product. The society, the product of the family. It's not the other way around. So whatever you see in the society is because of the way our families are. Our families are already struggling. So people say, oh, our government is decayed but these people come from homes. What do we do? How do we start it? It starts with a man and a woman coming together to build a relationship. So if that relationship does not thrive, then it trickles down into the whole, conversation about life.
A participant, Uzo Igwe, commended the organizers of the conference and attributed many of the crises in homes and marriages to the lack of trusted individuals to confide in, noting that this often contributes to the breakdown of relationships and in many cases leads to divorce.
A lot of things is happening in Nigeria now, practically when it comes to marriages. So much divorce, so much domestic violence at home and all that, and probably some of the reasons why some of these things happen is because people don't have a mindset, they don't have a mentor, they don't have a coach, they don't have somebody they could talk to, when they're having issues like this, and probably it results to divorce.
Organizers expressed their commitment to partnering with the government to amplify the conversation and expand its reach to other parts of the country. For Third Africa Television News, Margaret Ogumesi reporting.
Thank you, Margaret, for that report. We'll move further right now with a break, and we have more coming your way on business.